Three. So thank you guys, thank you family for having us today. As always, it's our pleasure to be here and to actually have these conversations. And as you guys all know, it's just the two people talking as people for people, so by the people. And just want to introduce my co-hosts. Please introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi, I'm Anissa. And as Pierre said, I am just one of the people talking as people, just sharing my thoughts, sharing my input, learning new things as I go, and just trying to share a few things that may not be commonly discussed or openly discussed, and I plan to be as open as possible as we discuss the various topics that we go through within our segments. So thank you.
Yeah. All right, all right. So yes, I am. Thank you so much, Anissa Shadia, for such a wonderful introduction. I am Pierre, but I go by Mokonzi, which in my language it means chief, and it just to sort of repeat what Shadia just told you guys is we are here. It's a journey for all of us. We're new in this journey, but we want to grow with you guys. And, like with everything, uh, things start small and they grow, it starts as a seed and then it flourishes. And right now we're planting the seed and just in expecting and hoping and watering it to see it grow into such a beautiful, just a beautiful spectacle, beautiful, touching people's lives in an impactful way. Um, because some of you guys think like us, some of you don't. And the ones that think like us can say to themselves, hey, I'm not alone. I have other people that do think like myself. And some of you guys that don't think like us, you're like, wait, people do think like this, so it gives you a different angle, a different view on things. So today, we were discussing earlier, and we seen a couple different things and been on our minds. We've been thinking about vaccines, and I know that word is kind of not so. It's a strong word nowadays, even in YouTube. So we're just gonna call it the jab, and we saw something where Shadia actually told me. She said, let's tackle the subject of natural immunization. So with no further ado, we gotta jump in this, and I'm gonna let my co-host, the wonderful Shadia, take this, lead us in this, and then I will jump in as well.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. So on that note, you gave the intro. We'll be kind of diving in about natural immunity. And my understanding of natural immunity and what was explained in some information that I was looking at is natural immunity is our body's natural ability. I kind of don't want to use the definition, the name of it in the definition, but our body's instinctual ability to fight off this virus. And so one thing about natural immunity that was very important was that the antibodies that build up in your body post-COVID can be just as powerful as if you had recently gotten the jab. So if, for example, I'll just use myself as an example. Last year, May of last year, I tested positive for COVID. I had all kinds of symptoms going on, all kinds of, illness and so forth. And afterwards, I got tested for antibodies and I tested positive. And those antibodies can stay in your system for quite some time. When I told Mackenzie that we were going to do this topic, I said I'm not extremely well versed on it, so I can't, shoot out any numbers as far as how long the antibody stays in your system. However, there are people that are a year after having COVID that their antibodies are still present within their system, powerful enough to show up as if they had just been jabbed. And that's important to note, because imagine you have these antibodies in your system and then you go get the jab on top of that. That may not even be as beneficial as you may think. Not to mention that the antibodies naturally form within your system versus some, man-made poison that they're putting into your body. And I say poison because I completely don't trust, believe in, or understand why or what is in this vaccine. But I know that it is not, I don't believe that it's a positive thing to add to our bodies and to put into our bodies. So on that note, with the natural immunity, I believe there are ways to nurture and strengthen those antibodies. And I'd have to do some more research to get really in depth, but natural immunity just being our God-given ability to fight off something that is attacking people like large scale. And within our bodies, we are equipped with all of those things already. It's just a matter of knowing how to nurture them, knowing how to utilize them, knowing how to get in tune with them so they can do their jobs. It's the same as anything, with exercise, and you build up, let's say you're jogging, you build up your heart rate goes up, you lifting weights, your muscle capabilities strengthen. So it's the same thing. The antibodies and our body's natural ability to fight things off can be nurtured and grown. It's just a matter of figuring out exactly how to do that. But I believe that's a much healthier and safer option than the jab.
I love the fact that you took us there, because myself as well, I don't necessarily know the specifics of natural immunity. Because this is kind of like a preliminary little view that we're giving you guys, the preliminary video. Obviously we're gonna try to learn a little bit more, and we'll have a part 2 or maybe a part 3, try to get maybe a guest on here that may or may not be a medical professional, but just when you are speaking, and this is awesome that you brought this subject here. That was sort of what I was thinking about, is that I'm a proponent. I'm someone that believes in natural remedies. Okay, because for me, the one thing that I think about when I look at everything and this planet, I always wonder, ask myself, how are we on this planet and the planet is against us?
Mm-hmm.
How are we gonna be, how can you be a habitant of something? Like, let's say you have a child, right? And you'd be more know more about this, but how is a mother going to have a child in the womb and the womb is against the child?
Mm-hmm.
Then, at that point in time, I mean, most, if this is what happens just in general, that only means that we can't have kids, right? Because all the wounds are against the babies. So for me, looking at that logic, and that's just the logic that I was able to come up with, quickly put patch things, is that we have everything here that we need to take care of us. We have our food supply is right here on planet. We have our water supply on planet. We have things on this planet to heal us. And I had a conversation with Shadia, I believe a couple of days ago, um, where we were talking about breatharian people that live on air, on the energy. The way they describe it is the energy that's around us, the energy that is in the air. And those people live without eating, some of them with little drinking, but most of these breatharians live without eating food. They eat the energy, like they don't eat, but they survive off of the energy that is out there. And one of the ways, when I was looking at it, one of the ways that this ends up happening is you've built up to it with your body. Now, let me reel things back to this subject. So that example shows that even though this person isn't eating food, like they're not eating proper food, like we do, like they've told us to do, where, oh, you have to eat 3 times a day, right? My ancestors, I'm originally from the continent of Africa. My ancestors weren't eating 3 times a day. I know that for a fact, because they were farmers, many Africans were farmers. They farmed and they hunted. And when they hunt, they go on excursions to hunt. So they may go for weeks before they come back. When they come back, they're gonna eat whatever they brought back until it's done. So this can be like little pieces of things. And then it doesn't mean that, oh, after this is done, we're gonna go back.
No. Right back out, yeah.
Yeah, it's dangerous out there, and it takes so long to go out and come back. They have to do things at home and so on and so forth. So food was never anything that was a focal point. But going back to the subject again, it's basically with natural immunity. I think that not only we have the remedies, we have everything here, because this thing here, this sickness, I would call it, is really is equitable to a flu, right? Because it's called a C word. So since it is, people on this planet have been able to survive it, to heal themselves of it, and so on and so forth. And once you heal yourself of it, in the past, as we've seen, you are stronger. Your body is able to recognize it and to fight it in a more efficient way, faster, easier, and know what to do. So for me, I think that it's a better avenue for us to go towards a solution of natural immunity. Yes, I understand that some people do have do have prior problems, right? Prior diseases, and they're susceptible to certain things. So having something of that sort can cause can cause more harm or even result into death,
Mhm.
which I think in those cases, when you know that you are in a dangerous in a dangerous group, right? You
Mhm.
are of danger, then yes, that resulting to getting a vaccine makes sense and should be advised, not forced upon, but I think should be advised, like, hey, listen, you are susceptible to different things. This can aggravate the symptoms, the things that you already do have within you.
Mhm.
Why don't you go ahead and get a vaccine? And you know, this vaccine that we're looking at, this jab that we're looking at right now, is newer, right? It's a newer technology, not even, maybe past 30 years or less than 30 years, I think. So because it is a newer technology, and it's a technology that was not only it's a newer technology, but this particular pathogen that we're looking at, we don't fully understand it,
Mhm.
and there weren't enough testing. I really believe that natural immunity would be the best way for us to move forward. And for me, for example, I've hung out with Shadia. I've hung out with a friend of mine who passed away, peace to her, not too long ago, and they both were, they contracted COVID,
Mhm.
and by association, I've probably been around them, and uh, no symptom because I'm asymptomatic, probably, right? But I've never been tested yet. But for me, I think that I would rather have something that I have it where my body is naturally heals itself and figures out what to do,
Mhm.
and introducing something that my body is not ready to, because there are other people saying that this can actually work against our immunity as well, right? Can lower our immunity. And
Mhm.
like I said, again, we're gonna have multiple other videos. This is just one of the first videos, and we're gonna go into it and do the research and give you guys what we found. We find,
Mhm.
and since we're not, professionals, medical professionals, we are gonna let you guys. This is from non-medical professionals. Again, we are not medical professionals. We are just people talking to people, by the people, for the people, just two minds, conversing and giving our opinion. Some of you guys believe the way we believe, and we want you guys in the comment section down there to please comment. Let us know what you guys are thinking, where you guys are standing on this matter, if you guys believe that it is best for us to do so. But thank you again. This was one of our first times, and
Yeah.
I want to thank Shadia. Shadia, please close us out as well. Give us
Okay.
a little.
All right. Well, thank you for your input. I was actually, if you see me looking down, it's because I'm jotting down notes as you go. And so this is good stuff for when we talk about it next time, part of our research and so forth. But thank you so much for sharing your ideas and your thoughts. I think that it is very important to note, like you said, we're not doctors, but we are free thinkers and we are learners. And so we're going to share that part of ourselves, that free thinking part. And that's
Yes.
just like Mackenzie said, look in the comments, comment and tell us how you think and how you feel so that we can gain as well and maybe have some different perspectives, different input. That's always important. I'm not, we are not the type of people that, see an alternate view and run from it. We're going to talk about it, we'll discuss it, we'll challenge each other's thinking and so forth. I think that's important to do. And that being said, we got a lot to kind of look forward to as far as diving in a little more. And it's just, I'm excited. I'm just going to say that I'm excited. This was a wonderful pilot. This was a wonderful start. And I know in our interactions, I'm always so excited about you sharing your thoughts and you sharing your input. And so that's the ultimate prize for me, is being able to dialogue with someone who I believe has a very intellectual viewpoint of the world. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys again. Please like, subscribe, because that's the way we are able to continue doing this as we move forward. Our world needs more of us, more free thinkers, as Shadia said. And also, feel free to contact us if you want to be on here and also have a conversation with us. We welcome you if you have any kind of knowledge that we can all share to the world. Yes, please do so. And yes, we are free thinkers. We are here to listen, hear, and learn from each other. And again, love one another. This was exciting. This was beautiful. Thank you so much, Shadia. Thank you guys for watching, and enjoy your day, your night, your week, and peace out, guys.
Bye.